What's good, everyone? It's the one and only NY Phenom. If you guys enjoy NFL, NBA content, want to see some Cincinnati Bengals franchise soon, give this video a like, and if you're new, go and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. Now let's go and get into this video. That Prescott's not worth $40 million. He's not. Okay, he's just not. And I'm sorry for being kind of late to this video. This news popped off yesterday and the day before, but we've been pretty busy. But I'm back on the grind. But back to the point, man. That Prescott's not worth $40 million. He's just not. And like I said, this Cowboys situation when it comes to the cap salary and the cap space and just the moves that they have to make, it's just not looking good. It's just not. It's really not. But Dak Prescott, he's not worth $40 million. $40 million is Mahomes. That's a Deshaun Watson, possibly a Deshaun Watson, those are your Russell Wilsons, right? Those are your Aaron Rodgers, but they're not even getting paid $40 million. Dak Prescott wants to be the highest paid quarterback, and by a wide margin. Now, I heard some reports that this is fake, right? So maybe it is, maybe it's not, but I still got to lay my vocals on it. That's not going to stop me from laying my vocals on it. Now, we know that Carson Wentz got paid, right? He's the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. And, keeping it a buck. I mean, Dak Prescott, the past 2 years, he's been giving it to Carson Wentz, right? He has last year in that shootout in Dallas. Dak Prescott, he outgunned Carson Wentz. I mean, technically he did. But just overall, I don't want to come off as a Dak Prescott hater, because I don't think I am. I like some of the intangibles that Dak Prescott has, but just as a pure quarterback, I mean, he's not worth $40 million. I mean, I can make a case that he's not worth $30 million. And the funny thing is, man, is the big talk that's been happening is, well, since he has a star on his helmet, he's going to take a team-friendly discount. You see, that's not how it works. People trying to get their money, B, for real. And for people who really thought that Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones were going to convince these guys to take a team-friendly discount just because it's the Dallas Cowboys, that's not going to work. No, they're going to have to pay it. They're going to have to pay one of these guys. I mean, if Dak Prescott wants $40 million, to keep it a buck, if Dak Prescott wants $40 million, you pay Zeke, you pay Coop, and you keep it pushing. You get rid of Dak Prescott, you either draft a quarterback, or you get one of these free agents, or hell, let Cooper Rush play quarterback. Oh no, man, but Dak Prescott just being worth $40 million, I just can't say it. Dak Prescott in my 25 to 25 between $30 million. I think that's a really good deal for Dak Prescott. And then I'm not here to say what players get paid. I'm not here to check people's pockets. That's just not what I do, right? But just overall how the market is based, I just can't see. I don't just see that being the right decision just to give him $40 million. Honestly, if I was the Cowboys and if this report is true, I'm paying Zeke. I'm getting Zeke out the way. I'm paying Cooper, and I'm convincing Tony Romo to get out the booth and come out of retirement to come play quarterback. I mean, it's just came to that point. I mean, this Dallas Cowboys cap situation is a mess. It's a mess. And Dak Prescott, he's been the overall good pro, right? He says all the right things off the field. He, he's won some big games. But skillfully wise, that he's not a top tier quarterback. Dak Prescott is not as accurate as some of the elite quarterbacks in the NFL. We've seen him, his immediate passing game is kind of iffy. His deep passing game is definitely iffy, right? We know that his that his name is Dak and Dunk for a reason. Now, we see him make some big plays. I'm not saying he can't make big plays. I'm not saying he doesn't have potential to be a really good quarterback. We all saw that Tom Brady, in the beginning of his career, he was nothing but a game manager, right? But, are we sure that if we replace Dak Prescott and a healthy Alex Smith, would the team be any different? I mean, I'm just being honest, right? No. I mean, that's just my thoughts, man. But, if Dak Prescott really wants $40 million, you got to get rid of him. Cowboys Nation, you guys can't pay Dak Prescott $40 million. If you guys pay him $40 million, that means you guys are definitely not going to sign Zeke, and you might even lose Cooper. And who knows if you guys keep a Jalen Smith and a Byron Jones? Who knows? But this just can't be done. If I'm Jerry Jones, I'm saying 25 to 30 million. Nothing over that. You saw that 2 or 3 days ago, the Cowboys, they're offering him $30 million. I thought that was a fair deal because you got players like Rodgers and Matt Ryan and, Stafford. Those players are getting paid $30 million. And, Dak Prescott, I guess he's really big on resetting the quarterback market, sort of what Carson Wentz did. But I'm just sorry. I mean, yeah, he did beat Carson Wentz the past 2 seasons. He really has. But, it's a team game, and skillfully wise, as a pure quarterback, is he better than Carson Wentz? No. Not as a pure quarterback. Now, I think we will all agree on that, right? But, it is what it is. If Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones want to break the bank for Dak Prescott, let it be. Let it be. But you know how I feel about this, man. If they have to have Zeke on the field to be a contending team. You guys know how I feel about the Cowboys going into the season. A fully healthy Cowboys team should be nothing short than a championship contender. It really should. It's a playoff team. This team crosses all the marks. There's really not a big weakness on this team going into this upcoming season when fully healthy. So, you have to find a way. If the best situation for the Cowboys, because Cooper, he's still in training camp, he's still doing his thing. He's not really holding out right now. But the best situation is to somehow get Dak paid for it, get Dak 25 to 30 million, and somehow find a way to get Zeke on the field, because yeah, a lot of people feeling that Zeke might hold out, but he still has 2 years left on his deal. He still does. So somehow, some way, I feel that Zeke is probably going to be back on the field sooner than later. You will hope that this thing is not going on to the regular season. You don't want this going on to the regular season, right? You don't want that. So, they signed Alfred Morris. A lot of people feel that Tony Pollard has a lot of upside, but they're not Ezekiel Elliott. They're not. So we'll see how it plays out, man. We'll see, but this thing is not looking good. It's not looking good. So, where that's Dak wanting $40 million, it pretty much like this. If Dak is worth $40 million, if the Cowboys pay Dak Prescott $40 million, Patrick Mahomes, he's going to get $70 million. Honestly. If Dak Prescott gets $40 million, Patrick Mahomes is going to get $70 million. $70 million a year with $50 million. Oh, man. I just don't know what to say. But anyway, I thought the quote of what Stephen A. Smith says, where anything that can go wrong will go wrong with the Cowboys, I thought that was just just something that a lot of Cowboys haters would say, in particular times. But that might be true, man. That might just be true. For real. It might be, because You know, going to the season, this season looked like the perfect season. You guys had Travis Frederick back. Jason Witten came out of retirement, right? This defense had a full year of experience with each other as a team. It looked like the perfect season. But now you guys are dealing with this. You know, it's just not looking so good. Not looking so good, but, you know, if you guys feel any different about the situation, if you guys feel that this is somehow good for the Cowboys, or, you know, that they should pay Dak Prescott $40 million, I mean, hey, don't shy, comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts about it. But that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it, man. If you guys enjoy NFL, NBA content, want to see some gaming content soon, give this video a like. If you're new, go and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. I'm the phenomenal one, and I'm out. Deuces.